create one folder as like yesterday. Create one folder for day 7. Inside the day 7, create one more folder, lucky draw program. Now come into the lab view. And create a project. To create a project, click on this create project option. When you will click in this create project options, after that, after a few seconds, you will get this create project dialog box. This create project dialog box has 3 parts. One is for the template, okay, one is for the option, and one is for the search. Now select the blank project and hit the finish button. After a few seconds, you will get this project explorer window. Project explorer window. Now the project explorer window name is Untitled Project 1. Now I am going to save this program. So I will save this program inside day 7 inside lucky draw program, and here I am going to lucky draw program dot lvproj, lvproj, that will be extension. If you have done so, please inform.
Done.
Right click in my computer, create a new VI, okay, try to and save this VI. With the name of main VI, okay. So now my VI name is main.vi. Now my VI name is main.vi. To design this lucky draw program, we will use 2 steps. First we will design the core concept of lucky draw, number generations, and in the second part, we will try to integrate the lucky draw program with the database and use and try to display the database, okay, as per the winner's name. Try to display the lucky draw number as per the winner's name. So let's start designing the first part. So in the first part, our target is to generate that lucky number. So all of you know it's very well, the lucky number are always a integer number. The lucky number are always an integer number, and the range of lucky number. So the scenario is first lucky number is integer, and second scenario is range will be 0 to 99 always. Third, the number should be random. No one can predict which number will come on this, okay, which number will come in the next time. If you will run the program 1000 times, each and every time you will get a different number, random number. Okay, so these are three scenarios. So for that, and fourth scenario, our lucky draw system will run our lucky draw system will run for fixed time. Just suppose fixed time. Just suppose for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. After this, after this fixed time interval, means our program will run 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 10 seconds, and after that program will complete the execution. Means our lucky draw number generator will stop the generating number, and the final number and the last digit, the final number will be our lucky number. That's right. Am I right? So if I am right, so let's try to write the logic here. So we don't know how many time our program will run. We don't know how many time our program will run. So for that I will take a while loop. Now the second concept. Our lucky draw number will be a randomly generated numbers. Means no one can predict that numbers. Okay. So for that here I can take a random number generators, and the range of the random number generator, the range of lucky draw number will be 0 to 99. I can take this number. No, I can take much better options here. Number in range. Number in range. Okay. Number in range. Upper bound to 100 and lower bound to 0. Okay. So there is one another way you can use the hard-coded programming concepts, random number, and you can multiply the number with the 100 with the 99. So the number, okay, whatever the number it will generate, the number will be the range. Okay, the range should be 0 to 99 if random number generator. After that, you know very well our random number, sorry, our lucky draw number is a our lucky draw number is an integer number. Always our lucky draw number will be a integer number. So now I'm going to convert it into the integer. So which kind of representations I can take? Which kind of representations I can take to convert my number, my floating number to integer number? The maximum number range is the maximum number is 99 and minimum will be the 0. So in our lucky draw program, this for this lucky draw program, the largest number will be 99 and lowest number will be the 0. That means we can take U8 or I8 numeric representations. Why? Because if you will take U8 or I8, U8, that means 2 to the power 8, 2 to the power 8, that means 256. That means you can display number from 0 to 255, and you know very well, our 99, okay, just lie under 0 to 255. So for that I can take, right, look at here, all of you, don't ask me next time, please. Right click, come into the numeric, and then conversion, numeric conversion, numeric conversion. In conversion, there is U8 is present, U8. Take the U8 and place here. U8. Now create indicator, lucky number. If I will, now I am going to check my program. When I will run the program, so my program will start. Okay, now my program is running. When I will press the stop button, so at that time, the program, okay, at that time the lucky number will display the last value numbers. Yesterday I clearly explained the this about the tunnel and about the last value. Okay, now it is not a good way, it is not a good way to display any lucky draw number, to generate any lucky draw numbers. Why? Because here you need to stop the program manually. Here you need to stop the program manually. So here I am going to delete the program, sorry, delete the stop button, and please design the program. When you will done, inform me, then we'll go to the next step and we'll learn how can we control our loop. If you want to stop your program after 10 minutes, after 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, so how you can stop. Yes. No. A random number generator is a sorry, lucky draw program is a kind of a gaming program. Okay. If you will use the if you will use the for loop, so you can fix how many times your loop will run, and whenever you will write the whenever you will use the for loop and you will fix the number of iterations. So at that time, okay, so that means you are fixing something, and here nothing is fixed, only time will be fixed. And if you will use the for loop, so definitely you can design the program using for loop without any problem. Okay. But whenever you will be try to explain the logic and other things, so at that time, uh, that concept will be not that much, what can I say, the the people will not appreciate that logic, because you are trying to fix 15 and my loop will run 15 times. After 15 time, whatever the number will generate, so anybody can say, okay, so you can fix your lucky draw number. If you can fix how many times the loop will run, so you can fix the lucky number also. Random number generator, sorry, while loop. Okay, here I am using while loop because it will run continuously. Now look at here, how can we control this while loop using the time? So for that, right click here, all of you, look at here, right click and come into the timing. Okay, come into timing. Now click in the elapsed time and place inside. Elapsed time and place inside. Now the elapsed time is 1 second. I am going to write here the 5 second. I am going to write here 5 second and okay. After that, I will click. I will connect this time has elapsed with this loop conditions. Now connect time has elapsed with the loop conditions. Again, I am going to show you. Right click, come here and take elapsed time, place inside, and here put the 5 second and connect. Now this loop will run 5 second, and after 5 second automatically the loop will stop and it will generate one lucky number. And each and every time after 5 second it will generate a different number. If you will run the program n number of times, so every time you will find a different number. Now if you have done the program, so now I will not give you so much time because our speed is very low. Now here I am going to write one message. Your lucky draw number is your lucky draw number is. Now here I am going to take right click. Look at here, all of you. Right click string. Right click string. There is a number to string conversion. Right click string. Number to string conversion. Number to string conversion. Take number to string. Number to string. If you want, so you can search by pressing Ctrl and space. Now the first portion has been completed. In the second portion, we will create one database and we'll try to in the second portion we'll create one database and try to display the winner's name. I am going to minimize the icon also. Sorry. Okay. Now the first part of program has been done. Take 2 minutes. After that, we'll design the third program. And our speed is really very pathetic. In this speed, we cannot complete any our task. Sorry, our complete course. Now, open the macro. Okay, Excel. Open the Excel in your PC to create. Okay, open the Excel. Okay, please open one Excel. Here I am going to write some name. Are you able to see this Excel? Name, lucky number. So now I need some name. So I will use the name for our database. Siva, Hari, Sai, Kiran. Kunal, Sri, Priya, Siddhant, Dhwani, Anusha, Aditya, Tejasvi, Nitesh, Gupta, Brunda. Okay, and one more name, Rajat. Sorry. After that, Brunda. After that, Rajat. R-A-J-A-T, Rajat. So now, this is my name, and here I am going to write here the 15% Siva to Rajat, and going to write, okay, the lucky draw for Siva is 23. Okay, so these are 15 lucky numbers. These are 15 lucky numbers, and 15% who are betted for this lucky draw program. Okay, so this person, and this is lucky draw numbers. Okay, Shiva has betted for the 30 number of 33, 23. Hari has betted for number 34. Sai Kiran has betted for the 45. Kunal betted for the 46, and so on. Okay, so these are the betting numbers, and these are the person. Okay, now please write the code. Sorry, please design this kind of database. Take 2 minutes to complete the database, then we'll save the program. Okay, I think you have done. So now save this program. Please save this file. Save. Okay, I am going to save the program. I'm going to save in this PC. Okay, inside the day 7. inside the day 7, inside the lucky draw program, my data base for my database. Okay, database here only. Now do we need to save this program same, we need to save same file as a CSV file. Here I am going to save this file as a CSV file. So I am going to select this CSV MS-DOS CSV MS-DOS, and I am going to save the with the same name database. Now I can check my file. So my file is present here. So one is the Microsoft file and one is the CSV file. Okay. So I will delete this Excel file from this location, and after that come here, come to the program. Now look at here, please. Look at here, please. Now look at here. Right click, come into the file IO. In the file IO, you will find a right delimited spreadsheet. So here, right inside the file IO, take the right delimited. Okay. And now click in the double, and change it into the string. Change it into the string. Change it into the string. Okay. Now in the front panel, come to the front panel. Take a path. Take a file path control. File path control. Take a file path control and connect the file path control like this. In the bottom, you will find this delimited string constant. Okay, delimiter. So here in delimiter, I am going to create an constant. So my this delimiters is will be the comma. If you want to check what kind of output it will display, so to check the output, you can create an indicator. Then you can browse the CSV file from your system. You can browse the CSV file from your system. I am selecting this database. OK, and run. Now name and lucky draw numbers has been, now the name and lucky draw number we can directly call from our database. I cannot give you so much time for each and every project. Okay, so if you are, so please each and every day try to explore some, please give some time to the lab and try to explore each and everything. File path is present in the front panel. Inside the string control palette, you can find the file and path. Just copy the program. I cannot explain each and every small things. Here I am only try to read my self-designed file. I had created this database in my PC, so I am trying to read that database using these functions. So for that, here I am taking the string delimiters. Delimiters is here. The comma button, sorry, comma is file path is connected with the top of the one and its indicators. Yes, sir. After this, here two row, here sorry, two column. There are here now two columns are present. Okay, one column for the name and another column for the lucky numbers. So here we need to break we need to break both column in the okay we need to separate the both column. Why? Because I want to search my lucky number is present, my generated lucky number is present in this database or not. After generation of the after generating the lucky numbers, I want to search my generated lucky number is present or not in my database. So the second column contain all the lucky numbers. So I will break the second column first. So for that, I will right click, I will come to the array and I will take array index. After that, I will connect the array index. Then I will take disable indexing column and here I will put the value 1. Okay. Now I can create the indicators to display. Yes, it's displaying my I can able to break my database. So here now I will try to search my this lucky draw number is present, it is present or not in my database. So for that here I will use search 1D array functions. Search 1D array. Search 1D array functions. Here I am taking the search 1D array functions. I have taken this function from the array. I am also taking the function from the array and the element will be this one. Okay, suppose, okay, now it will generate, now it will generate the index element. Now it will generate index elements. Index elements means, I am going to explain something. Control B. No one can teach you programming. Only I can teach you programming language. Now I am trying to teach you programming. How can we, okay, write a program, and how can we think? No one can teach you how can you write a programming. Okay, no one can teach you. Only anybody can teach programming language, not a logic, not a concepts. So here, what, just suppose my random number, my this program will generate random number 46. It will generate random number 46. So now from the database we are targeting this row, sorry, this column from this date. Okay, our database is this one. Using this arrangement we are able to break the lucky draw number column. Now I am trying to search, I am trying to find, okay, my generated number is present or not on in this, from this column. Okay, so just suppose right now my lucky number is 46. So okay, so using this search functions we'll try to search, our lucky draw number is present here or not. Okay, our lucky draw number is present or not. If my lucky draw number is present here, just suppose the generated number is 46. So yes, 46 number is present in my in my database. So it will give you yes, and it will provide you the index number 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4. In the location 4 the 46 is present. In the location 4 46 is present. So just left of the location 4 Kunal, we have written the Kunal. So Kunal will be the winner. Okay, if my lucky draw number will not present, so it will display, if my lucky draw number will not present, so it will display -1. Okay, just suppose it will generate 97 94. So 94 is not present in database, so it will generate -1. If it is present, so it will display, suppose the lucky draw number, it will generate 56. So the index element will display 6, location 6. Okay, now the next persons. Now let's try to find, let's try to find the winner's name. To find the winner's name, I need to write same program once again here. And now here the column index number will be 0. Now here the column index number will be 0. Okay, now you can see in this way, in this way we can break the, in this way we can break the column or related to the name. Now suppose my number was the 46. Okay, now I will target the fourth location. So here I will apply one more index array functions. I will connect here index array functions. I will connect like this, and whatever the name it will generate, that will be winner of my lucky draw. Look at here, I am going to write something. Mr. / Miss space Okay, I will take this concatenate string, increase. I will take here like this. I will make a connection like this. Now, here I am going to run the program and try to check my logic is working or not. So I am going to provide the elapsed time only 2 seconds because I don't have too much time. Control B. Run. Okay. Mr. and Miss, here I am not getting any name because the 36 number 36 is not present in my database. How can we eliminate this problem? How can we solve the problem? We'll show you later. Again, I am going to run 53. No, nobody is winner. Yes, 46. Mr. Kunal, you are winner. Okay, you are winner of this lucky draw. Okay, now I'm going to run 91. Where the 91? Okay, here maybe Anusa. Anusa, you are a winner for this lucky draw, and your lucky number is 91. Okay, so now here I'm going to eliminate one problem, and the problem is Priya, you are a winner right now. Okay, so whenever it will generate a data, a lucky number which is not present in our like 81, this is not present in my database. So at that time it will generate -1. It will generate -1. So for that, here I am going to check. The number should be always greater than 0. Number should be greater than 0. Greater than 0. If number is not greater than 0, if number is greater than 0, okay. If number is greater than 0, so will display the information. If number is greater than 0, so we will display this informations. And if number is not greater than 0, control B, control B. And if number is not greater than, means the lucky draw number is not present, the lucky draw generated number, current generated number is not present in database. Okay, so we can write here better luck next time. So we can write here. Now I'm going to arrange the complete program. I'm going to delete this one. Okay, control A, control U, and I'm going to delete this. Sorry, I'm going to convert it into the constant. Now look at here. Run. I'm going to use this on and off functions. It is not functions. Add shift register, and here I am taking one LED to display my runtime. Run the program. Better luck next time. Again, again, again. Okay, so we can display the lucky number here. We can display our number here. Run. 17. So 17 number is not present in my database. 14 is also not present. 16 is not present right now. 77 is not present. 48 not. 41 no. Okay. Aditya, your winner for this lucky dog. Your lucky number is 92. Take your time and write the code. Please take your time and try to analyze each and everything. Only two new things we has used on this program. One is this portion, and another one is elect time. Please design, take your time, take 5 to 10 minutes. Please try to design the program. So I think, have you done this program? I think we have done this program. I think you have done this program. If yes, so please inform. I can I can eliminate this problem like this. We can drag it once more and I can connect here like this. Okay. Please inform if you done this program. If you have done the program, so please inform. So we can begin our next program, object count program. No replies from anybody. If you want, so you can update the name of person here, name and number of person here. If you want, so you can update here. Guru Ram KRI. Dilip 81 71 61 for any numbers 41 31 and again you can run and check. Okay, if you want, so you can design and configure this program. Okay, so now I'm going to save the program and going to write a new program. Save. Now open a new VI. Here I'm going to write a program for object count. I'm going to create a database here. I can take database from, I am going to create a database here. I'm going to create a string array constant. Create string array constant. And in this string array, I'm going to enter some value. Okay. Now it's my database. I want to count how many time. Okay, each and every characters are my objects. Now I want to count how many time my objects are present. So for that, here I can take a string control. Okay, string control. So using this string control, I can enter my object. Okay, I want to count how many time a is present, so I can enter. Okay, so to enter the a, I will use this string. After that, I will try to compute. Compare. I will try to compare. So here the okay, polymorphism, programming polymorphic logic is working. So after that, I will create indicators. So no, after that, I will come here and I will convert it into the boolean to 0 1. So whatever the number will true. Okay, whenever the a will be present, it will be true. Suppose if I will insert b, so it will be try to compare b with here, b with first a. Okay, false. B with B, true. S with false. D false. F false. E false. Then false, 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 false. Here it will be true. So whenever it will be true, uh sorry, after the equation, it will display a true. And whenever it will be false, not compare, not equal, so it will false. It will convert that each and every true to 1 and false to 0. After that, I will use one add array element functions. Now right click, create an indicator. Number of objects. Now I can show you the logic here. I don't need this control B. I need this one only. Here I am going to insert A. Here I am going to, and A is present 7 times. A 1 2 2 3 4 5 6 7. If I will write Z, I think Z is not present in my database. Sorry. I think Z is not present in my database. Okay, N is present once only here. Please write the code here. Take your time to write this code. When you will done, inform me. Now let's move on the one more program. I'm going to save the program here in the object count. Okay, close the program. ID password program. So here I am going to create one more Excel sheet. Username and password. Okay, let's take the same name here from the previous database. Here I can type the equal to Q double P E R per Siva. Okay, nice. Now I am going to set the password here. Anusha. Here I am going to change the name Anusha. Okay, and password is no at the rate Anusha 99 at the rate .com. PK slash PK slash India. Okay, So now my database is ready. Now my database is ready. Okay. Now my database is ready. So I am going to save the database here, not here. I am going to save my database inside this place in day 7 with the name of user record save. Sorry, I want to save this database with the name of user record save, but in the form of CSV ms dot. Okay. Yes. Now this one is my database. I'm going to open the database here. Nice. This is my database which I had created right now in front of you. Now in the block diagram I'm going to write the program. So here I'm going to take one numeric control u as your user name. Username, and another part of the program for is the password, username and password. Now you know how can we read this platform. So now here I can come to the file IO, read delimited spreadsheet. I will take. In the front panel I will create one waveform. I will create one path, file path. I will select. I can select this user record database, this CSV file, user record CSV file. Okay, user record CSV file. Now I can convert it into the constant. I'm going to change it into the constant. Okay, and I'm going to connect this constant here. Select string, use this delimited and delimiter. I'm going to create constant dot. Now same logic I will use here from the array. This one is for this one is okay. This portion and this portion. So the A number column and B number column. A number column is for the username and B number column is for the password. So I am going to connect and I will drag it here. In the second one I will create constant. Using this way I can target the username, and in this way I can target the password. Now I will take one more search functions here. Okay, string 1D array, search 1D array functions here. I can connect with this same search one array functions we can use two times for this. Okay, now I'm going to equal compute if user id and password both will be same. That means the index outcome, suppose here user will enter the Dilip and user will enter the password 4RFV. Okay, so now when using this program we are able to break both array, sorry, both column. Okay, so from column number A I'm going to target the username, right? Here if username is Dilip, so it will generate the index value 20. Okay, why 20? Count 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 20. Okay, and password is same, so it will generate 20. And if the username is not present in a database, so what we can do? If username is not present in a database, so here I am going to use greater than 0 logic. Okay, so now I can take one more function, select functions here. And I can take a select functions here. If both will be, if the both data, sorry, if the both username and password are not correct, so it will display wrong credential. Okay, and if both are the, okay, now you can write, now you can now you can write, now you can access your content. Now you can access your content you can write. Okay. Create constant. Account does not exist. I want to write here account does not exist. Now I want to run and I want to check. So first I'm going to check here. Control C, Control V, no space anywhere. Control C, Control V, run. You can access your content, right? If password is wrong credential, account does not exist. Okay, so you can write the code like this. So please write the code here. So it is here for your user ID and password. Okay, Okay, if you have done so, please reply. Now, best of luck. We'll meet tomorrow and we'll continue. Tomorrow we'll discuss about for loop, sorry, case structure, cluster, enumerate data type, graph and chart. So best of luck.